Good afternoon, guys. Today we are going to see Titanic dataset. Even though I am also fresh to this project, let's learn together. Come on, let's start this one. I have loaded the dataset of train and test. This is my variable. Come on, now let's start to the data cleaning steps. Come on, guys. Now let's start the game now. First step. What to do with the dataset now? Let's learn what to do. Let's try to see let's see how to see the data. First of all, I have a path. Now let's go and see what to do with that. I'm not saying let's start the game. I'm saying mm, let's try start to code. Come on. First step, what to do. mm, let's take the data set and see how many null is there. For that, let me print df underscore train dot is null. Let's see, is there any null values there? Let me add another value dot sum so that we can know is there anything here or not. I think for passenger ID surveyed for only two things, for age and cabin only we have so many null values up. Other than that we don't have anything. Now let's see how what to do now. Now let's how many data are there. For that, df dot train df underscore sorry df underscore train dot column columns. Come on, now let's see. So is there how many of them are there? How many columns? Like now we are having a columns. Here the passenger ID, survived, Pclass, name, sex, age, car, ticket fare. These are the columns the we're going to deal with. Now let's see what to do with let's use a describe. You may think, what is the use of this describe method? Even though I too don't know what is the use of describe. Mm, what is this? I think describe is giving mean median value. Let me wait a minute. I have a doubt. Describe. What is the use of this pandas function? Is null. No, no. I'm asking. Wait a minute. Let me study what is describe in pandas function. So this is mean standard. Here the describe. What is the use of describe? You may ask. Count. So here we have 891 rows, out of which out of which for 741 there are some missing classes in age, and some in some other. It's only here describe will show only the number numerical column only. It won't show any other thing. So this is used to describe the mean, median, most, standard, mean, max, 50 percentage column, something like that. It's okay. Now next what to do? Next what to do now? I have described here. Let me check. Head. This is head is useful for. It will help useful to get the first five rows. 1 2 3 0 1 2. Okay. So next we can see tail. This will give the last five. This will give the last five rows. Here you may think we have see 891, but it's showing 890. It means it's starting from zero. Let me change this one and show you. Wait. So it's the value starting from zero. Okay. Now let's try to do. Can we check is there any duplicate values or that? Come on. For this I need to use duplicator. Now let me check is there any duplicate values. It's not showing. It's showing true, false, true, false. If we need count, then we need to add some. Let me check. So I think there is no duplicate values was there. Now let me check null values. Is null. Let me check how many null values are there. For age and sex cabin only we have. For cabin, it's huge, guys. It's really huge. I don't know what to say. Now, what is the use of null here? Get a no attribute null. Okay, fine. There is no attribute called null. So there is only one thing is null. Okay. Now let's go and let's now get the basic information. How to do? For that I need to use info. Fine. Hmm. What will it do? Let's get the information of the data set, guys. Come on. What is the use of the data set? This has passenger ID 891 non-null, survived non-null int, Pclass non-null int 64. It's okay. Now it's going to see embarked 8889 non-null object, non-null passenger ID, survived. This is non-null, non-null. What is this non-null? Even this is also showing non-null. What is the use of this? Let me wait a minute. I have a doubt. It has not 891, but still it shows non-null. How? Okay, guys, this is non-null means there are 714 non-null. Actually, out of 891, here we have 714. With this, we have non-null values. 714 non-null values are that, and its data type is float. So for this, we need to use the column. That's nice. That's nice to see this one. So what are the things that what we have learned today? Come on now, let's learn one by one. It's okay. Mm, so now I have did right now I have checked some basic things. Let me do wait. Okay, come on. It's okay. Next, let me check the what is the use of D types. D types is useful to get what there is no D types is here. Hey guys, no, I made a mistake. Sorry. For D types, I should not use this one. Now let's see. Even though if we use info, from that I can easily get this all. Info statement, I have a column name, non-null values. So instead of using null, is null, something like that, data type, we can simply use info, which will give the column name, how many non-null values, and data its data type also. Now let's go use data types. Now let's run. Come on. It's simple. It's only give data types. Fine. No issue. Now let me check how many duplicates. Duplicates. Duplicator. See, each time we use duplicator, we should be careful. Like if we simply use duplicator, it will give true, false, true, false. But we need to use sum, which will give the sum. It's only zero. Okay. Now shall we check the unique values? Unique. How many unique values? Come on. Passenger ID has 891 unique values. Survived has only 2 unique value. Pclass has 3 unique value. Name, oh my god, it has 891 unique values. Fine. Sex only 2. Fine. Age 88 unique values. SIB, okay, SIB, I don't know. Let me check in future. Okay, let me check that in future. What is Parch? I think let me first of all let me know the name of the vocabulary, guys. What is Parch and SABSP and SABSP age name P class? I think this is for person class. I don't know, but still I think P class maybe it may be passenger class, but for SAB, oh my, let me check the way. Let me check. It means siblings or spouses. Okay, siblings or spouse. Fine. Uh, PA or CH means parents or maybe children's. Fine. This is very very helpful. Let me let me go into that one. Come on, guys. What is embarked means? What is the use of embark? What is the use of embarked? It has only 3 unique values. Okay. Now, what I have learned right now, if we got some kind of data set, now what I do, let me tell you. First of all, I need to check for duplicate. I will need to use duplicator. Data types we should not use open parenthesis. Let me use like this only. This one only. This will give normal. For duplicator, we need to use dot sum. It will give the value also. Fine. Next, I want some unique values. Then I need to use mm, n unique. Okay, fine. Okay. Now I have this one. Now let's go and check some other. After I am doing this all, uh, what to do with how to remove the null values? Come on, what to do with null values? I don't know. Drop them. The first for this version, I think I'm going to drop that one. Let me see how to drop that. How to use drop. I want to drop null values only. So all column. How to do that? It's okay. Now let's create. Before that, let me check this one. The info for this. Let me see how many control alt enter. Okay, now I have before. No, no, I don't need to use this one. I want to use is null dot sum dot sum. So for age and cabin, I'm going to have it. It will be 0. For that, what I'm going to do now? Hmm, df underscore clean is equal to uh, df train. Wait. I want to check the test column also because how do I? For test, I think I don't need to check. Why? Because it may be anything, but we don't need to care about that. Okay, because it is going to test. So now we have a doubt. Why should we in this year you may ask I need to clean both the train and test file. I think yes, because just imagine like why should we need to clean train data if the train data has 8 columns after cleaning, then our test data should also have same 8 columns. If we give for training we give 8 columns and for test we give some more columns, then there will be a confusion, and there is a chance that it may say it's it was a error. I don't know what name is I was we should clean it first. So here now you may ask another question. Test file is used to predict, right? Then why should you ask? But before that, we need to say the machine, this is this, without explaining that one how could that the machine can learn, right? That's why we need to clean both. Mm. Let me show you with an example. Mm. Now let's do try to clean that one, guys. We may think that we can fill something there, but now I don't want to. Here for the cabin, we have see for the cabin for the age I have 36. For the cabin I have 327. So total we have 891. I think was this cabin is useful for us. What is the use, guys? What is why should we need to keep the cabin? So shall we remove that also? So now you may ask, it has, see, look, total we have 891 rows, out of which the cabin only has 327, which is almost like 45, 40, near to 40 percentage. Removing this will, I'm not sure, we're going to lose a huge data. Instead of cleaning, using, filling with this one, um, I think so. Like that is too large to guess this one. And can I see how many unique numbers there? What is the cabin function? DF instead of DF train, let me use cabin. I think I need to put this in DF train cabin so that it will understand. Cabin is not defined. For that, I need to put in the quotation. Let me put this one. Let me run this one. That is 687. Let me check how many unique values are there. Come on. N unique. Now let me run this one. So 147 unique values are there. Now we have a doubt whether the model can learn something with this one. Someone unique. So basically, having this much is something like a headache for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm just simply going to drop this one. First of all, this is the version one. So what we do is let's drop everything. Whatever the problem was. Come on, guys. Now, for the version one, I'm going to remove. You don't think that? Yes, of course. I don't know. I am very new to this machine learning. Uh, for me, I right now I need to develop something. Uh, this is the version one, so I'm going to remove that. Now let me know how to. Wait a minute. Now let's see how to remove this column. I don't. I think drop now. Let me do df dot drop. Let's give the cabin name. This is not df. You need to use df underscore train drop cabin. What? Now I have a doubt. Like how here it's going to delete for the drop means it's going to delete by default by row or column. If we leave as it is, I have a doubt. I need to solve it. How can I do this one? Um, Let me have some basic understand. Wait a minute. For x, if we gave x is equal to 1, something like that, which means here x is equal to 1 means it's going to look vertically. Like for vertically means column. If we have column which has the deck 1, deck 2, it will read it like that. But if we say x is equal to 0, this is the by default x is equal to 0. So that we are mentioning here, we are going to delete by vertically. We are going to remove the complete column, not that row. So that I am going to use axis. Here axis equal to 1. Here and then if I am using the same time, same variable dear friend, so that I need to use in place. What is the use of in place? By default, pandas function don't change the original data frame. They just show you a preview of what without in place, like if you say without in place equal to 2, so if we just run, the cabinet column will show up the output window. But if we type a df column like df train in the next column, it won't, it will always show that. That's why let me wait a minute, let me explain you here. Here I by default I have left this one. You can see I don't want unique. Here we can see, wait a minute. Now let's say print uh, df underscore train dot info. Now let me run this one. Do you see this is cabin is 204? If I say in place equal to true, here what it will do. See guys, when I use in place equal to true, but it is taking up. This is why I'm saying that we need to use in place. If you don't use in place, by default it is false. It will be like this only. So if I say this one, then it's not going to remove anything. It is not going to remove anything. Did you saw that? Okay. But here it's showing the error. Why? What's the issue? DF dot train info. Am I made any mistake? Now let's see. It is error. It's showing me error. Why? Before that it's not showed anything. Now it is showing the error. What happened to this? Okay, the error is resolved. No issue. Now, if you don't give in place command like in place equal to true, what should we need to do is we need to simply do uh wait then df underscore train uh dot info. Now let's see. I am getting the issue. Why? I understand that I need to run everything. I need to run, guys. I need to run from the sketch. Can I print before and after? Wait, this is now, right? Like after. Instead of this, let me print this one. Here I am using this. Now I have altered. Now let me try to run everything. Look at here, guys. On the first print statement, we have cabin. On the next print statement, we don't have cabin. Look at here. Do you saw the see? Look, here we have 11 columns, but for the second time, we don't have. This is because of that in place equal to true. If we don't use in place equal to true, then what to use? You may ask. Simply, we need to give uh, df underscore clean equal to df dot train. That we need to give this name. Now this will look as same. Here, what I need to do is still I have same thing because in the print statement I was not changed the variable. See here. Now you can see that thing has been gone. These are the two ways that we can do. Okay. So now I have df. I saw the values like what to say before this one. Um, Cabin. I have completely removed cabin now, and later. So here I have for age. I need to clean the age now. Come on, now let's go and clean the age. For that, what to do? Let's take with uh, let's take that with the rows. For that, how to say df underscore clean dot drop. What we are going to do, age. This time I'm going to clean age. Here axis equal to, we are going to remove by row wise. If row has some null values, then we are going to take the complete row here. By default it is axis equal to 0. It's okay, it's not bad. Now let's going to mention in place equal to true. Is this necessary? Yes, of course it is necessary to do that, because I'm not going to mention another variable here. Now let me run all. It will be giving an error. Why this is showing the error? Uh, Not found in the axis. I have a doubt now. Let me going to ask this one. If I say axis equal to 0, it's saying age not found. Why? Let me clear my doubts, guys. You are telling the pandas, look at the headers at the top since age is a column. You are telling pandas, look at the index, the row number on the left side. Okay, axis equal to 0 means row column name. Like for example, uh, rows. Let me clear my doubt here. If rows is up to 2000, if I say axis equal to 0, it will search. But if I say it is axis equal to 1, which means it look for column. Am I correct? So now I have a doubt. If is possible to delete the specific value column, it's possible or not? I have a doubt on it. Okay. It's okay. Now I'm going to uh, clean. It's okay. Now let's move to the next step. Let's do the same thing for what? For the test also. Let me do this one. Let me change. This is the test information. This is clean text. This is also clean test. Clean test. Okay, fine. Now I have removed everything. Now, next, how to build a model. How to select the columns. Tell me. Guys, now I have removed. Now, let me check. Uh, last one time. Print df underscore train dot is null dot sum. This is df clean. It's not df clean train. This is df clean. Fine. And then print df clean test dot is null dot sum. Now let's give the answer. It is giving us the data frame object is not callable. Let me run everything. Why this error? Oh my god, guys, sorry. I made a mistake here. Now let's see. Okay, now I have everything neat and clean. Now I want. Now we are going to select the features. By default, this is a very basic model. So that I'm going to just I'm going to select complete features. Let me allow the model to learn by itself. So this is just a version one, and let me see. Is it really possible for this to do or not? Come on. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select here. Before that, I have some. I need. Let me check the data types, guys. Wait a minute. I need to remove the embark also. Here I need to remove the embark because it has two null values. How to do? Simply we are going to do Guys, my age is also removed. Wait. I don't want this. Instead, I need what? Axis equal to 0. Now let me run. I'm using this one. I want to remove the values from this row wise, not entire age column. How to do this? What is drop now? Let's learn something. What is drop now? Is the row eraser for missing data. It is built in pandas function that searches your data set for false and delete those entire rows or columns. So drop and drop is very or both same. They are not same, but they are related. Think of this like dot drop is a manual scalpel and dot drop now is an automatic filter. Here is the breakdown of difference for your live stream. Drop equal to manual removal. You use drop when you already know exactly what you want to get rid by name or index. It doesn't care if the data is missing or perfect. It just delete what you tell it to. Okay, fine. If we use drop, it will do whatever we say. It will simply do that. Removing the ticket or column cabins, fine. It's all depend upon his wish. But if you use drop now, when you want pandas to find the folds for you, you don't tell it which rows to delete by number. You tell it to delete any rows that contains a NAND values, not a number. Target any rows or columns that has missing values. So for this, instead of writing this much code, I am simply going to do uh, df clean equal to df underscore train dot drop now. Now let me run everything. Okay, it has cleaned everything. Can I do this for df clean test equal to df test dot drop now? Fine. Now I have a doubt. I want to know uh, df underscore train dot info. You see, we have age 891 non-null values. Sorry. Age 741 non-null values. Cabin. It's really only 204 non-null values, guys. The remaining all waste, which means almost everything is gone. Now let me check df underscore clean dot info. See, guys, oh my god, guys, the drawback of using uh, drop now by default, it will remove all the things. If that is one null value, it's gonna remove everything. So I think this is not a good way to remove the null values for huge number. If that is huge thing is missing, I think it is better to use drop. Okay, now let me check. Wait, before that, how to use drop now for columns wise and row wise. I want to know in pandas the axis parameters once again the key. Axis equal to 0, pandas look for NaN values and delete the entire row. This is the most common way to clean the data because it removes the broken word records. Okay, okay. Uh, in how can we say like drop is look at the label column or row. Drop now will look the values. Am I correct? That's nice. Okay, now for how to use drop now for both columns and row. Tell me. Okay. Now I have some basic idea about this one. Now let me use drop. I want to know how to use drop now. For drop, I'm going to use the drop. Now I have a doubt. Wait a minute. Now let me try this one and later on let me come. So drop my simply, but if is that is only one missing row, then it going to remove that entire row. If you say drop na access 0, it will remove that entirely. But um, Here, this both is used to go only. What is the use of removing the entire row and removing the specific row on that column because it causes the error? Then we can remove complete row, entire row. Am I correct? The delete everything button. This command is very strict. It says if any column in this row has a missing value, delete the whole passenger. Yes, it will delete it. Imagine a passenger has the age, sex missing. The drop now is equal to 0 will delete that passenger entirely. Even though 90% of their data was useful, you end up losing way too much data. This is much safer. It says only delete the passenger. I don't care if other columns are empty. For machine learning, we cannot handle a NaN in the age column. It will crash. If a passenger is missing their cabin but has an age, we keep them. We only throw away the rows that would specifically cause the age error in our model. Why you are correct about the error? Let me ask. Because it causes the error, then we can remove entire error. You are 100% correct. If the model sees a NaN in a column you are using like age, it will throw an error like the strategy for your stream. Drop the columns you don't need at all. Fine. Okay. This ensure you have the maximum amount of data. Subset only age column missing values will be deleted. But if we deleted like other columns will have 200 rows and this deleted age column have 150 rows, is this won't cause issue? Age losing 150 to it's an issue. A model trained on 2 is much weaker and less accurate than a model trained on 800 people. So we want to keep as many rows as possible. How to solve it? So now what we are going to do is we are going to keep the either we are going to delete the column or delete the rows. For a cabin, I have it's a lot of values are missing, so I am going to choose to delete the entire cabin. It is much better. Too many folds, then we're going to have only very few amount. But for age, that is Only few thing is missing. Let me choose drop rows. 177 is a lot, but we still have 700 people left. But anyhow, I'm going to use drop rows. So I don't care about embark because it is only few only. Why should I need to care about it? I don't want 418 prediction. If you delete a row from the test set because the age is missing, you only submit 417 prediction. You Kaggle will give you an error. This is why most pros don't use drop now for age. Instead, they impute fill in the missing values. Look, now let me tell you. Now let me tell you guys. Now let me tell you what to do with this one. Oh, what is drop now? What to do with this one? Don't know. Hmm. Okay. Now